Right now I have the temperature set at 225, okay? Now, when I put this in the oven, I'm gonna watch the temperature, okay? And I'm gonna, take that out. Once my temperature hits 120, it's coming out of the oven, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven right now. Let's go back. Any, can you guys still hear me? Okay, good. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut some vegetables up. So while that's cooking in the oven, we're gonna do a little mushrooms, onions, and I use baby Bella just because my daughter Bella's right in front of me, so I decided to use the baby Bella today. Lots of garlic and asparagus as a side, okay? So real simple. The one thing I will tell you about the garlic though, don't cut it too small, don't cut it too big, but you definitely want to break this open, okay? When you do that, what you're doing is you're releasing all the juices out of it, okay? And you're gonna pull that out when it hits the pan. It's just gonna be a rough chop, and that's it, okay? I personally like to bite in the garlic after it's done. I don't just use it as a seasoning. I thoroughly enjoy garlic. The onions, the same way. I'm gonna chop these a little bit thicker than you normally would because when you saute onions, they're gonna shrink. What you don't want to have happen is have an onion too thin, and then when you're cooking it, it's either gonna burn or it's gonna be, it just won't carry. You're just gonna lose all the flavor in it. So give it about a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch cut. And it should be about that big. Okay, you want a good sized onion on it. Mushrooms the same way. Cut them a little thick. Get a nice little thing. Don't worry about the stem on it. You cut a little bit of the stem off, but leave it on. It ain't gonna do anything. Real quick chop on it. Nothing crazy. And then the asparagus. Everybody likes to have a long asparagus. Look, I don't want to fight with my asparagus, so I'm gonna cut this on a bias, just like a little something for you guys. All right. I like it this way. It's easier to cut. Okay. The last thing I like to do is I hate fighting with food, especially when I'm hungry. So those are all the vegetables. The only thing I'll add to the mushrooms and the onions, I do Worcestershire and soy sauce. I have, for this amount, I have about 2 tablespoons of each. This is going to really kind of soak into both those vegetables and really kind of bring out a little bit more of the flavor to it. It's just a good enhancer, and the Worcestershire and the soy sauce, they really go really good together. So before I start cooking, Ann, go ahead.
Oh, thanks, Carm. Yeah, we just wanted to also take a little quick announcement to hop in here. I'm going to invite Jen Dunbeck, who's one of our board members in Chicago, and she has a quick announcement, just a little public service announcement on behalf of Programa Velas. Yeah, thanks. Go for it, Jen.
Thanks, Annie. Hi, everyone. Yeah, thanks so much for supporting PV, for joining us. Just a reminder, we have our 6th annual fundraiser. So what is this? Giving Day is what it's called, on July 14th. So we are looking to raise $40,000. So we need you to spread the word. So if you know any of your friends, any of your family, look, there's some family on here, so other family and colleagues, if you have anybody that is in early education or mental health kind of areas of expertise, they would probably be interested. So spread the word and help us get to our goal. And thank you very much. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, believe it or not, the steak is actually done.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you before I start cooking what it kind of looks like. It kind of looks a little weird, right? It's kind of just like just a piece of meat that kind of was in the oven. Doesn't really look impressive at all right now. Let me get a little closer. Okay, that's what you want though, right? So we're going to set this off to the side for 2 seconds while I get this pan hot. Okay, so I'm going to just move this right over here for just a minute. And hopefully while I move this, I'm not going to lose. So I have a couple pans here, cast iron. If you got one, highly recommend it, okay? The other thing I will say when it comes to fire, okay? So there's a control gauge on every stove in America, okay? I tend to cook mostly on medium, except during stuff. I know a lot of people like to turn the flame all the way up. Don't do that. You're gonna burn everything. Start out slow and work your way up. This cast iron though, I need it hotter than I need it hot. So I'm gonna turn this about 3/4 of the way. You're gonna see a nice little flame underneath there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And of course, as soon as I moved it, kind of cut off. Can you guys still hear me though?
Yes, it's breaking up just a little bit, but we can hear you.
Okay, how's that? A little better?
Actually, we can't see you anymore,
Just cut out.
but it'll come back.
Okay.
Can you hear me though?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to talk for a minute until the video comes back because this next part you guys definitely have to see. As I'm doing that, I am going to go ahead and get these other 2 pans heated up. How do I get back to the... All right, there we go. All right, cool. So the other thing I will say is when you guys cook in a pan, don't ever heat up you got to put something in the pan when you heat it up. Oil, butter, something. I would never just heat up a pan dry because you're looking for some problems when you put the oil in. Butter, it could splash, it could burn you. You don't want that. So after this pan gets nice and hot, we're gonna go do this sear on this, 2 minutes on each side. And then the steak is gonna rest for about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. While the steak's resting, I'm gonna cook the rest of the stuff. And we are almost there on this stove here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put some olive oil. It's a blend olive oil mixture on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, all right, cool. So can you see that smoke coming off that cast iron? Okay, that's what you want. Okay.
I don't think your pan's big enough.
What's that?
I don't think your pan's big enough.
Oh. Hey, we're cooking with real stuff here. All right, so steak's gonna go on 2 minutes. Yeah. And while that's just doing its thing, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna let it just sit. I may move it just a little bit just to get a little bit more oil on there, but for the most part, I'm gonna let the pan do what it does. Bella's got the timer set. While that's going, I'm gonna get these 2 going. Just heat up a little bit. The more dense vegetables, I always start off first. So onions are gonna go in first, then the mushrooms, and then I'm gonna do the garlic last. The reason why I do that is because I don't want to burn the garlic in this situation. I wish I was shorter. I don't want to burn the garlic in this situation because it will ruin your entire dish. And my pans get hot like real fast. So this one's already ready to go. Little salt, little pepper. For the onions, that's it. The other one too, asparagus. Same thing, right into the pan. Little salt and pepper on the asparagus, just a little bit. And then once the onion's been in there for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add the mushrooms to it. And then the asparagus, same thing. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit. Okay? Just going to let it sit. How much time do I got on that? Okay. All right, so we're about 2 minutes into this steak here. We're going to do a flip on the steak real fast. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So the outside of that, you got a nice sear on that, okay? So we're going to go another 2 minutes on the other side. Now for the asparagus, I'm not going to cook this longer than about 2 or 3 minutes on here. So right now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of garlic to the asparagus. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic to that. And as you can see, this asparagus, garlic, it's just getting a nice little toasted to it. After about a couple minutes of the onions and mushrooms, go ahead and add your mixture of the Worcestershire and the soy sauce. You're just going to let that soak in. That's all you're going to do. It's really just for flavor on it. So probably another couple minutes on that. Now, the steak, though, I will tell you this. How much time do we have on the steak? Okay, about 1 minute. I am going to sear the sides of the steak. Okay, so it's very important that we sear, at least try to sear everything. It's going to hold all those juices in. And that's the main reason why you actually sear steaks, is that keep all those juices locked in. As this reduces down, I can't show you the pan because it'll leak out, but once the liquid evaporates, you're done on those onions and mushrooms. The asparagus is already done. So I'm going to go plate this right now. And then the steak is going to be done right now. And like I said, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it sideways, and I'm just going to rub the sides of it. I don't know if you can necessarily see that, but I'm just rubbing the sides. And that's it. Now you have a nice, I don't know if you can see that color on that. Now I'm just going to rest that. For time purposes, we're going to rest it for 5 minutes. That's pretty much it. And these are almost done here. All right, so while I have you guys right here, in the restaurant world, that was 5 minutes, by the way. So normally I wouldn't cut into a steak, but this is for you guys, okay? So when you guys go to a steakhouse or you cook steak at home, if you like it rare, mid-rare, whatever temp you like it at, you're always going to get the very center of where you want it. And then as you go out, it's going to get more well done. To the very tip, the edge of it, it's going to be well done. Okay. With the reverse sear, you should see from top to bottom either a medium rare or medium steak here. Okay. So, and what that's going to do is it's just going to enhance the whole steak experience for you. So then when you cut into it, and it's probably going to be a little bit overdone right now because of the fact I already had it done. But when you squeeze that, you can actually tell that from, give me this one right here, where the line goes all the way up and down. Okay. Now, of course, this one, I thought it was going to take about a half hour, 45 minutes. It literally took a half hour because I have a real powerful oven here. At home, you're probably going to do 45 to probably half hour to 45 minutes. Just keep your eye on it. But anyway, that's what you're kind of looking for, is that complete redness there. And then we're just going to go ahead and top this off. With some mushrooms and onions, and there's your asparagus. And you guys might be drinking, but I'm having steak tonight, so. And that's it.
Wonderful. Thanks, Carm. That's great. If anyone has comments or questions, please hop on, or feel free to type it into the chat.
I know that well, but if you guys have any questions, yeah.
Is that what you Carm, we bake it for 35 minutes, and then.
So I have a convection oven here. It took 30 minutes. I set it at 250.
30, okay.
I pulled it out at 120. And of course, as time went on, it kind of just overcooked or whatever. But the more you do this, I highly recommend this is like a norm. Now, if you're at a barbecue, I get it, cool, whatever. But if you have the time to invest in a really good dinner, do it. Because, people eat, and, as I say at Ghosty Concepts, like, food should be an experience. Like, you should love every single meal that you guys eat. And if you're not, I don't know, then slow down, I guess, in life. But it's just one of those things, I guess a chef would say, is like, just enjoy your food. And, I've known a couple of people in my life that have really enjoyed their food. My Uncle Ken is one of those guys. This guy not only can put away food, but he enjoyed it. And it's something I grew up with. And I come from a long line of eaters, and I try to enjoy everything. Hi, Mom. We just like to eat, and it's kind of one of those things where I wish people would really take the time to really enjoy your food, because it's special. And if you don't love what you eat, then stop eating it, I guess. I don't know.
Carmen, could you tell us a little something about Ghostly Concepts?
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see the logo. So Ghosty, the 4 stars for all you Chicago people, those are the 4 stars in the logo represents the Chicago flag. And back in December 2019, I left the corporate world for the second time, and I opened up a restaurant consulting firm. So I was going to go around and help restaurants, help them out. And 3 months later, the pandemic hit. So I knew that the restaurants didn't need me because I would say either close or do takeout, which they did. So I stayed home for 2 months and created Ghosty Concepts. What Ghosty Concepts is basically, it's an all virtual restaurant where I have currently 3 different concepts. So I have Vinny's Italian Beef, which we do Italian beef sandwiches, Cubans, Reubens, like your most popular sandwiches. I have the barbecue joint, which is a Chicago style barbecue. So we do like hot links and rib tips and all those kind of things. And then I have the Chicken Shack, where basically I took a Nashville hot chicken and Raising Cane's and created the Chicken Shack, and that is what actually put us on the menu. So I work out of a kitchen. I have no dining room. I don't have any servers. We just do pickup, delivery through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash only. It's a 3 to 4 man operation. It's a profit-driven concept because I don't have a lot of overhead, and we just crank food out all day long, and that's pretty much it. So it's not like your typical ghost kitchen. Like Outback will have a ghost kitchen. Like I am a true virtual restaurant. I don't have a storefront. I'm literally a hole in the wall in an old school that they converted, and here I am in the middle of Haymarket, the hardest possible spot that you can possibly open a restaurant up in, and this town has basically welcomed me with open arms. So
Congratulations. Congratulations.
yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
So cool. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'm gonna enjoy this steak. Does anybody else have any questions or?
Well,
Eat it when it's hot.
What's that?
I said, eat it when it's hot.
I will.
I also
Well,
just
cool.
wanted to share a quick screenshot today. Carmen and our colleague Catherine met with Roxana, who is one of our entrepreneurs who would like to start a chicken business in the rural community where we work. So Roxana is in the blue mask and Catherine's in the white mask, and there you've got Carmen. So it's really exciting. It's really fun that it's tonight sharing his knowledge and tips with you all, and that he's also extending that to Roxana. So yeah, he told her today, he's like, you're about to have the best chicken in El Salvador, and she was really excited. So, and we were too.
Well,
But just
that's because that's what the town tells me. So like, I don't know what it is, but Popeyes, you guys want to ever go toe to toe? Let me know, because I'll be the first one at your door. So and let me introduce my daughter here real quick. Just say hi.
Oh,
It's Bella. Her concept, Bella's Pasta, will be launching sooner than later. That's just going to be like a basic pasta concept. I have Sam's Pies coming out next, which is a Chicago deep dish pizza with cast iron skillet
Wow.
pies. So like cherry, apple, 16-inch pies. Like, come on down, come and see me. I got you covered. And I have like 20 different concepts in my mind, but it's timing, and it's trying to get this thing up and running. So yeah, please. Hopefully one day I can be like the Amazon of restaurants, where a family could go get barbecue chicken, pasta, whatever from one place, and that would get me. Get it through pickup or delivery, and that's it. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll go from there. So.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes, very nice, Carmen. I'm so proud of you and Annie. And I did this all by myself. Girls on a business.
Good job, Mom.
Very nice,
I'm
Carmen.
on my way home.
Good job. Yeah, man, Patty.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, reach out, email me. If there's any other things you want to learn, let me know. I can do one-on-ones, or if you guys just have any ideas, I can probably shoot you like just a phone call and we can talk it through. So we'll go from there. But anyway, from Ghosty Concepts in El Salvador, you guys have a great night. I'll see you soon.
Thank you,
All right.
Karen.
Great job,
Thanks
Carmen.
Very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
Great to see everybody. Thank you
All
for
right.
joining us.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Annie.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you
Okay,
guys.
love you guys.
Love you guys.